Hey everybody, welcome back to Guns and Gadgets, your source for Second Amendment news. I'm here, finally got away from work, another 6-day work week, to tell you about a story that came out yesterday about a situation in New Jersey that happened 1 month ago on June 14th of 2018. And this is telling because this incident happened exactly 1 day after the governor of New Jersey signed into law the red flag bill, the gun confiscation bill, the bill that all of the states who are passing this are saying, it's not about gun confiscation, we're not looking to take your guns. Pay attention. The New Jersey State Police showed up at the house of Leonard Cottrell at about 10 o'clock p.m. on June 14, 2018. They said they were there because their son's conversation, Leonard Jr., a 13-year-old, he was having a conversation with another classmate at his middle school, and it was regarding how lax the school security is and what students would have to do to escape if there was a school shooting. Now, unfortunately, those are the things that our kids have to discuss nowadays because of the stupid gun control laws and the gun-free zones that these Democrats have put in, and these leftists think that it's going to save the world when it actually makes everybody less safe. It puts our kids at risk. It creates a target-rich environment, which is why we see the uptick in this type of crime. Now, this conversation, which was totally innocent, was overheard by another student in the school. When he went home from school that night, told his mother about it. The mother did the total acceptable liberal crybaby, Me Too, pink hat, millennial response, totally overreacted, freaked out, and called the school, who called the state police. 10 o'clock p.m., state police show up at the house, knock, knock, we're here to take your guns. Now, Mrs. Cottrell let the police in the house without a warrant. Now, you know what I do for work. If you don't, I'm a police officer, and I'll tell you never let anybody in your house without a warrant. But she didn't, for whatever reason, didn't know that. She did let them in the house. They told them why she was there, and they wanted to search the kid's room, and they wanted to take the guns. Because of that new law 24 hours prior that it passed, where if somebody bitches and moans, you can lose your right without any due process, with no constitutional protection, and the liberals are just loving this. Now, Mrs. Cottrell contacts her husband, who comes home and says that, I'm going to read you the quote because it's awesome. "No one from the state was taking my firearms without due process." Bravo, sir. And he successfully staved off the police, staved off the courts, and in an effect to end this whole problem, took his 2 guns. He has a shotgun that he uses for hunting, and he has a pistol, and he put them in another family member's house so that this investigation can wrap up, and the police were okay with that because, I don't know if they really went there to test out the new red flag bill, but they were certainly trying to, and he told them, hey, I have rights and you can't do this. So the troopers searched the kid's room, found nothing, also told the family numerous times that he made no threats to anyone else, to himself, or to the school, that they were just there, trying to take his guns to make everybody safe. Now, this happened in New Jersey, which I don't even have to tell you, but New Jersey is a confiscate first and we'll worry about it after type state, which many of the liberal leftist states are. Cottrell is a disabled Army veteran who did 3 tours in Operation Iraqi Freedom, and he has all of the correct permits to have these firearms in that stupid-ass state of New Jersey. Now, Cottrell said that the officers, quote, danced around this issue, quote, end quote, when he confronted them about the new red flag law that was signed in the day before. A New Jersey State Police spokesman declined to answer questions about whether this incident had anything to do with the new gun laws. In an email, Sergeant First Class Jeff Flynn said that troopers responded to Mr. Cottrell's residence in reference to a report of a possible school threat, even though they said numerous times that the kid made no threats to himself, anyone else, or the school. So how is this a school threat? They continued in the email saying that based on their investigation, it was determined that Mr. Cottrell's weapons did not need to be seized. Yeah, because you had no legal right to, you had no warrant to. Bravo, sir, for knowing your rights and standing up for your rights. I hope everyone who watches this will take the time that it takes to speak to your loved ones and let them know about the Constitution. This is the blueprint that restricts the government in this country. Yeah, the lefties don't want you to know that. Take a couple minutes a day and read a little bit of the Constitution every day until you're fluent with it. Tell your kids the same thing. Tell your wife or your husband. You need to forward this to everybody you know, especially those who have a firearm, who might live in these states now that have the red flag laws passed. And you watch this channel so you know which ones do, and if not, go back and check my channel. watch those videos, get my numbers up. And always stay tuned to this channel because I'm going to have the greatest breaking news on the Second Amendment, whether it's good or bad, right here on my YouTube channel, Guns and Gadgets. Please pass this on. If you're not a member of this channel already, please consider subscribing and hitting that thumb up button. And until we see each other again, be safe, stay vigilant, carry a weapon, and always stand up for your rights. Never back down. Take care, everybody.